Hey guys, happy new week. So, there's a couple things I wanted to share today. The first thing is a question for you guys, and that is how connected to your emotions are you? How much do you let your emotions run your life, and how intentional are you about how you're feeling on a moment to moment basis? So, emotional intelligence is a message I keep getting this year so far. And it's very much about being intentional about how we're feeling all the time. So, focusing on the things that make us really joyful and really happy, and letting those emotions, letting those feelings within us that generally come from our heart, that is where that energy is sort of amplified. But connecting to those feelings and letting them guide us in our life. So instead of getting caught up in negative emotions and letting ourselves be angry or resentful or sad and sorrowful, instead of focusing so much energy on those emotions. And sometimes I know that's very hard because those emotions are very powerful and they trigger our nervous system that links in with the emotion. And to overcome that is tricky, but bear with me here. The more we focus on the positive emotions, the more we are guided to live an intentional, inspired life. And so, emotional intelligence is about connecting to your emotions on a moment to moment basis and figuring out what it is that makes you joyful and happy and bringing more of that into your life. And so, when negative emotions come up, being angry, being sad, it's not about burying those emotions. It's actually about living them fully, letting them be expressed fully. And maybe that takes a moment, takes setting aside a moment to really live through that emotion and let them be expressed fully. But the importance is to actually let them be expressed and not dampened or buried down within us. So the expression of that emotion is the release of that emotion. And we're no longer tied to that emotion or brought off course by that emotion. We can live it, express it, feel it, let it go, and bring ourselves back to center and back to focusing on what makes us feel good. And so this year is very much about having emotional intelligence and figuring out what really lights us up and guiding our life in that way. And the more we see our positive emotions, the more that we realize what it is that really triggers those positive emotions, the more that is reflected in our life. And the more those events, those people, the situations that we need to give ourselves those feel-good feelings more often, the more they're going to come to us. I hope that makes sense. But it's the universal magnetism that happens when we connect to the feel good, the core self within us. It's really important. And we are at a level now where more and more people are waking up and tuning inward and being spiritual. And emotional intelligence is very important. So I hope that's helpful, and I hope that gives you something to contemplate. Um, yeah, I'm working very hard myself to be much more cognizant of how I'm feeling. Something that I've been working on for the last few years, and it's becoming much easier to really find the beauty in happiness and joy and letting those feelings and those life experiences letting those life experiences show up and letting those feelings guide my life. It becomes so much easier. And those heavy feelings, those moments of overwhelm or anxiety or fear, they have less power. The more that you... Okay, so here's another point. Here's another little helpful tip is don't be so hard on yourself. Don't dwell in the fact that you're feeling down or feeling fearful or feeling sad or feeling angry. Along with the expression of those feelings, living through it and letting yourself feel it fully, the other thing that goes hand in hand with that is having compassion for yourself, for feeling those emotions, for getting into that state and feeling angry or down or what have you. Connect with yourself and have compassion for yourself. Loving yourself anyways. That goes hand in hand with the expression of the negativity. And when you have all of that in place, it's magical. And the alignment happens and the joy comes much easier into your life. So I hope that's helpful. And if you have any questions or you want to share any of your experiences, I would absolutely love to hear them. I always love hearing from you guys. So that's my little Monday tidbit. Sending you so much love. And I have some meditations coming. I mentioned that the I Am Worthy meditation is coming soon, and it's days away. I'm very excited. So keep your eye out for that. And anyone in the Hamilton area, I am teaching Reiki Level 1 at the end of the month, and I'm very excited. So if you'd like to join me for that, please visit my website, stephanieablett.com, and you'll find all the information you need there. So share anything that you'd love to share, ask any questions. I always love hearing from you guys and connecting with you guys. So lots of love to you today. Happy week ahead, and I'll talk to you soon.